guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super fun video. I'm going to be showing you some super duper duper cute DIY ideas for a Halloween party. I feel like we're finally into October enough to where people are going to start having parties and you're going to want to have, you know, things to dress up like and, you know, makeup ideas and costume ideas and, you know, DIYs if you're going to be the one throwing the party. So my goal is to be like a one-stop shop. I can get you your makeup. I can give you DIY costume ideas. I can give you party ideas. So I am really excited to be bringing this video to you guys today. So if you want to see the DIYs for a Halloween party that I came up with, then just go ahead and keep on watching. So the first one is a PSL. I'm so excited about this one, you guys. It actually tasted so good. So you're only gonna need a few things, just a few different spices, some pumpkin, and some coffee. I will have all of the exact recipes that I used today listed in the description box and on my Facebook page. So make sure to check those out. But what I'm just doing right here is brewing some coffee. For this recipe, I'm going to be using 7 cups. So this is going to be quite a lot, but you will need it if you're going to be serving several people. So I just popped a whole bunch of individuals into the Keurig and then poured them into the crock pot. Then I'm going to be adding my other ingredients. I'm going to start with pumpkin. I am using a whole can because I want this super duper pumpkin-y. So I am just adding that into the mix. And then I'm also adding a couple cups of milk. You could use non-dairy milk. You could use full-on like heavy cream. It's really just personal preference. Then we're gonna go ahead and add our spices and then some vanilla. And then I am just going to add a little sugar, some brown sugar, and then I'm going to stir this all up. Look how good that looks, you guys. I'm just going to stir this all together, and then I am going to put this on low heat, and pretty much for the entire time you're going to have guests over, you can just leave this on low heat or warm, and it should stay at a pretty good ready to serve temperature. So the next thing I'm going to be doing are Jello shots, literally. This is by far the easiest treat I'm going to be showing you how to make. You're basically just going to follow the directions on the back of the Jello. 1 cup of boiling water to dissolve the mixture, and then another cup of cold water to finish it off. So I made mine without alcohol, but if you are making these for an adult party and you guys are of age to drink and to be drinking responsibly, you could add any type of alcohol you wanted. I'm using a black cherry Jello. You could use like the loopy vodka. That stuff is amazing and would be probably really good with this Jello or just any regular liquor, whatever you guys like. So before this sets up, I'm going to be sucking the Jello into the syringe pretty much as far as it will allow me to pull the stuff in. And as you can see, this is super, super easy, you guys. And then you're basically just going to line these up on a plate or anything with a slight incline so nothing drips out. And then you're gonna set it in the fridge for a few hours to set up, and you got Jello shots. The next treat I'm going to be showing you how to make are some cute little ghost cupcakes. I made mini cupcakes just because, you know, at a Halloween party with a whole bunch of other treats, people aren't going to want to probably sit there and eat a whole cupcake along with everything else. So I just wanted to go for the mini ones. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of this chocolate cake mixture into each little mini cupcake tin. And then I'm going to pop these in the oven. I didn't spend a whole lot of time showing you how to make the mix just because you can really use whatever you want, and this DIY is a lot more about the decoration. So what I'm doing here is just taking some basic white icing, and then I'm going to be piling this up on top of a cupcake. This is far more than I personally like to eat, but again, it's more for looks than anything. So you're going to be doing this up into a shape kind of like an ice cream cone. And then to make these look like little ghosts, I'm going to be popping 2 chocolate chips onto a side to make it look like little ghost eyes. I thought this was super cute. You could use the mini ones or the bigger ones like I used. It's just really personal preference. You could also use black icing if you have that. So you can see these turned out super cute. I love these. It was just such a cute little touch to add onto mini cupcakes. What I'm working on now are some pumpkin cheesecake pudding cups. Oh my gosh, they were so good with crushed Oreos on top, you guys. Oh, it was amazing. So again, I will have the recipe listed down below, but I'm just going to be mixing all of these ingredients together. Just a little bit of pumpkin, some sweetened condensed milk. Then I'm adding some softened cream cheese, and then after that, some cheesecake jello. As you can see, this is terribly unhealthy, but it was so good. And I made these in really small little things. I used shot glasses actually to put this in because it was just so rich. I feel like if you ate too much of this, it would definitely kind of make you sick. So it was very tasty, but it was very, very rich. So I'm just continuing to add all of my spices and all of the other ingredients in. And then I'm just going to use a hand mixer or a stand mixer if you have one, but this is just what I have. And then I'm going to be mixing this up until it is smooth. Once you have that all mixed up, you can set this bowl to the side and then begin to work on your topping. What I'm doing is just throwing a bunch of Oreos into a gallon freezer bag so that I can crush them up. I just pounded on them with my fist and took all my anger out on these Oreos, you guys. I'm just kidding. Then I just kind of smushed it up with my hands. I didn't want these to be like completely like Oreo dust. I wanted them to be like kind of chunky because I just like that. So anyway, now what I'm doing is taking these little shot glasses and I just put them on a serving tray. And I'm using a baby spoon because it worked so good. And I'm just spooning a little bit of that pudding into the shot glasses. And then for the garnish, I am just putting the Oreo crumbles on top. And oh my gosh, you guys, out of all of these treats, if you try one, let this be the one because it was so good. And again, it goes with the mini theme, so this is a perfect party size. I just served this with some really cute tiny little spoons. So there's a close-up on I called them graveyard pumpkin pudding cups. So there they are. So now what I'm going to be working on is some Rice Krispie treats with some cute little, I guess I just dipped them in chocolate and put Halloween sprinkles on them. So I didn't really have a name for these. But what I'm doing right now is melting up some butter and then I'm going to be melting down the marshmallows to make some homemade Rice Krispie treats. So I just melted the butter and marshmallows down on medium to low heat. I didn't want to go too high on the heat because I mean, I don't know if you can caramelize marshmallows, but it seems like a pretty good possibility since they're so sugary. So I just melted them down on medium to low heat. And then as soon as that was kind of to a liquidy texture, I added my Rice Krispies in. And I did about 6 cups of these. And you guys, it had been a minute since I had a homemade Rice Krispie treat, and let me tell you how good they are. Like way better than the store-bought ones. Oh my gosh, so good. So what I did after this was I just spooned the mixture into a pan lined with tin foil, and I just smoothed these down really well into a block shape and then put them into the fridge for a little bit. So while that was setting up in the fridge, I decided to melt down my chocolate with a little bit of butter. I just used some semi-sweet Ghirardelli chocolate chips. And I don't know why, you guys, I have a real thing for semi-sweet chocolate. It's just literally my favorite. So I cut these up into small little cubes. Again, I kind of wanted to keep all of the snacks and treats on the small side. And then I'm carefully, don't burn yourself doing this, dipping the bottom of the Rice Krispie treat into the pan and just coating the bottom and the outer edges with chocolate. And then after that, I got some really cute little Halloween sprinkles, and I'm just picking these up, which you could do straight out of the pan. But I just dipped the bottom of it in the little Halloween sprinkles, and this was the final treat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween party DIY treat ideas video. I had so much fun making this. Thank you guys for joining me on another 30 days of Halloween video. Don't forget to subscribe and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.